This is Curative Design, and I'm Arun Matthews. Closing this essay series out, I wanted to circle back to my analogy of the two Florences, as highlighted in part 1 of this series. We had the young, earnest, but incredibly determined Florence who defied her family's and societal expectations to train as a nurse and then take on educational experiences around her country and then Europe. Then came the seasoned, authoritative Florence, who upon returning from the Scutari Field Hospital in the Crimea, used data, illustrations, and her growing influence to transform our understanding of safe and high-quality hospital operations. And I believe that from the sacred role that is the bedside nurse to the strategic and tactical might of the modern chief nursing officer, and all of the nursing roles in between, Florence's story resides within the DNA of what it means to be a professional nurse and a vital part of the healthcare team. If there was, however, a role within modern nursing that seemed to resonate with me, and this particular telling of the Nightingale story, for me, it would have to be that of the house supervisor, and its equivalent role internationally. You see, the house supervisor is the individual or individuals that do just that, maintaining a bird's eye view of all of the hospital operations for a particular day, handing off to a night hospital supervisor accordingly. A surge of admissions in the emergency room, the house supervisor helps notify administration and coordinates the availability of beds and staffing. A shortage of blood at 2 a.m. in the morning and a trauma is rolling into the emergency room. It's the house supervisor that coordinates with lab and blood bank to address this, amongst myriad other things, and so on and so on. As I think of Florence and her team of volunteer nurses padding about the dark halls of the battlefield hospital in the Crimea all those nights ago, I can't but help consider the kindness, compassion, and active problem solving that would have had to have been undertaken each and every night they were there. As a chief medical officer, I am, from time to time, awoken by a call from our intrepid house supervisors during my time as administrator on call to be made aware of some sort of minor crisis or calamity that has occurred or is occurring. More often than not, the house supervisor on the other end of the line has already undertaken the necessary steps to address the crisis and is just informing me out of courtesy and protocol. Everything from upset patients to staff assaults and on-call physicians that can't be raised, the reporting of a fire, theft, or serious safety event, the house supervisor is there. They are the master coordinators and problem solvers through the night, connecting the dots between the departments and addressing concerns in real time. And in doing so, doing their part to assure the safety of our staff and our patients. I used to believe that all that was needed overnight was a strong ED physician and a nocturnist hospitalist to be the night's watch. However, my time as administrator has taught me the sheer importance of a capable house supervisor to see the bigger picture and coordinate care in times of crisis. Here's to them, our bringers of light, shining through the night in our hospitals all around the world. I wanted to end my story where we began, in the cold, foreboding Scutari Field Hospital. For those soldiers, I'm certain the nights were harrowing and lonely. As a physician, I can be accused of forgetting what being a patient in a hospital truly entails from time to time. The boredom, the discomfort, the suffering stemming from the anguish of uncertainty. And yet, to have the gentle ministrations of a kind face responding with assured optimism and aid can be the only thing needed to break the cycle of despair. In visiting these soldiers at night, Florence demonstrated the heart of courageous, compassionate care, defining the vital, undeniable role that nursing will forever have in healthcare. Nurses, thank you for everything that you do. This is Curative Design, and I'm Arun Matthews.